Let's talk about blouses. Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. Today we will talk about my plans for Sew April Blouse Sewing Challenge. This challenge was started few years ago by Gabrielle Cloth Edit, and every year she has a different co-host. This year is Tamlin Sewing on a Time. Before we will talk about the challenge, I would like to share what I'm wearing. It's my newest make. It's New Look 6891. I made this blouse in my Sew Lucky Jar sewing challenge. It's a personal sewing challenge. I will leave the link to my playlist in the description box. I absolutely love this blouse and I'm getting ton of wear out of it. It's just fabulous. Because I loved it so much, I decided I need to upgrade my wardrobe and include few more blouses. And because I had such a good success with the big five sewing patterns, I decided to raid my stash and pick five patterns. By accident, they are all simplicity that I think are easy enough to be made by advanced beginner. But let's start with the rules of the challenge. You need to make a blouse during month of April and post it on Instagram also during month of April. So there is no specific date as long as by 11:59 p.m. your time zone. So you have plenty of time to post and you don't need to wait and stress that you forget to post. Second, you need to tag Tamlin and Gabrielle in your post. There are fabulous prizes to be won and tons of sponsors. And there is no random draw. This challenge is actually a judged challenge, but there are no specific categories. There could be something in very basic, very plain blouse that sparks the judge's interest. So don't hesitate and enter. I know I will be definitely putting this blouse and potentially few others into consideration. You might ask what blouse is. So first, it has to be made in the woven fabric. That's the main thing. It's less structured, more flowy, more feminine than a shirt. I will leave the link to all the details in the description box below, where Gabrielle went into the details what the blouse is and what it's not. Now, let's start with my suggestions. And by the way, I pair them with the fabrics from my stash that I had for the longest time ever and I really want to use up. And I think they would be perfect addition to my spring and summer wardrobe. The first pattern that I have is Simplicity 8839. And I saw this pattern first when I saw my friend Diana at 26 by Diana on Instagram. She made this blouse and I absolutely love it. But I thought it's not entirely me. I love the look with all those puffy sleeves, but it's a little bit too feminine for my taste. It doesn't suit me, my body style, and my lifestyle. But then I saw this version here, the View B. It's super cute. It's kind of like elevated top basic blouse. And I thought to myself, I have perfect fabric in my stash for this pattern. And it's this. So it's cotton lawn. I have it in my stash for a very long time. I don't remember where I got it. I assume it was in one of the mystery box in Poland or I got it from somewhere, but it's very lightweight. Let me show you. It's almost see-through, or actually this kind of see-through, but I absolutely love it. Although the brown is not necessarily my color, but it's a cool brown, so I know it will look okay on me, and I cannot wait to make it. I have around 2 meters here, but it's relatively narrow fabric, only 114 or 112 centimeters wide. Therefore, I have only enough to try to pull the view B. So this view. And I cannot wait to make it. It's easy to sew pattern. I had a look at the instructions. There is nothing unusual. They are very basic, and the pattern is very, very easy to put together. So I think advanced beginner will have no problem to make this blouse, especially if you made few garments already. The next fabric and pattern combo is this. So the pattern is Simplicity 9274, and I absolutely love this pattern. It's very simple, understated, very polished, and I absolutely love the look of view B. And I have enough to pull out this look. I have a 1.15 meter, and in theory this pattern requires 1.2, but I think I will be fine with 1.15. I have this fabric. It's a mix of cotton and viscose, and I got it in Poland many years ago, and it's very soft. It does have a nice drape, but it also have a little bit of structure. Yeah, let me see this way. And I think the colors are just perfect for me. So I will be making view B in this pattern. So this pattern has, as you can see at the back here, it has a back yoke and pleat at the back, and it has a cuffs in the view B, so it's drop shoulder, so there's nothing difficult to do, and I cannot wait to make it. My suggestion number 3 is this pattern, is Simplicity 9334. It's a raglan sleeve top with little gathers on the shoulder, and I think it's absolutely fabulous. It's very low key, very understated, but I think with the right fabric, it could be perfect blouse. And I have this fabric in my stash. It's not entirely me. It's because I would prefer crispier white background, but it's soft, and I think it will be nice to have something a little bit more spring summer like in my wardrobe. Therefore, I'm gonna turn it into view B of this pattern. I might add the ties as they are in the view C, but we will see. In general, it's very easy pattern. There is nothing difficult about this. The only notion that you actually need is a little bit of elastic, and that's it. And of course, needle and thread and all the stuff you need for the sewing machine. But in general, it's very easy pattern, and I think it will be suitable for advanced beginner. The next pattern I want to make is Simplicity 9469, and I have this gorgeous viscose satin in my stash. I got it last year, so it's not very long in my stash. However, it's so summery, so fun. I really want to use it. So I decided I'm gonna try to do view C, the short version, but with the sleeves of view D. I do prefer slightly longer sleeves, especially for Irish spring summer, because our evenings can get a little bit chilly. Our mornings aren't hot either, so it will be perfect addition to my wardrobe. This pattern will be great, and it's very simple pattern. You basically have front, back sleeves, and the bias tape for the keyhole. There is nothing difficult to make, and actually this pattern is marked as easy to sew. So I cannot wait to give it a go. The last pattern I would like to share with you today is Simplicity 9545. I absolutely love view B, and that's what I'm planning to make. I have this gorgeous embroidered chambray from a crafty studio I got last year, and it has this gorgeous board, like finish hem or side, whatever you call it. And I'm planning to use it for the peplum and for the sleeves. However, the sleeves I'm gonna leave a little bit kind of like a ruffle thing, so I will leave roughly that much, and then I will add elastic so it will have little flowy thingy. I absolutely love this fabric. I've been stalking Crafty Studio for this fabric since the moment I spotted her putting this fabric in her stories, and it's just lovely. I don't know if she still has this fabric in her stock. If she does, I will leave the link down below. I absolutely love it, and I wanted to wait for the perfect pattern for this fabric, and I think this one is the answer. So what do you think about my plans? Of course, it's very unlikely I will be able to finish all the blouses I want during month of April. So I'm giving myself a little bit longer deadline to have them all done by end of May. I think I can do it, but definitely I will be entering Sew April Blouse with one of those blouses. Are you participating in Sew April Blouse? Do you actually like wearing blouses? To be honest, until recently, I wasn't a blouse wearer. Um, when I used to work in the corporate setting, I used to wear mainly shirts, suits. I would wear occasional blouse, but I was more, you know, strict general type of person rather than very feminine. So I would prefer to wear shirts rather than blouses. But I'm discovering now that they are very comfortable. They suit my mom lifestyle, and they are great to quickly put on even with the pair of jeans for a school pickup. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And don't forget to participate in Sew April Blouse Sewing Challenge. Check Cloth Edit for posts about our sponsors. And I hope I will see your entries soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing. Bye.